On the night of February 16th, 2012, a massive explosion in a trailer located on North 19th Street in Waco, Texas, destroyed the property and taken the lives of a lady named Ashley Dawn Rogers and two of her children. There is an eyewitness to what happened, and he is a survivor of the explosion. At the time, he was a very young toddler, and he is now in an elementary school age. The only thing that this boy knows is that the boogeymen came. They were men wearing ski masks. Other witnesses say that one of them was a man named Delvin Madison, who is imprisoned at this time in a location no one really knows. At one point, 7 people were charged with engaging in organized criminal activity. But because the Waco police would not give the names of confidential informants involved in the case, the prosecution, that is, Abel Reyna, made a decision to not prosecute, to drop the indictments in the interest of justice. The judge involved, the 19th Criminal District Judge Ralph T. Struther, said that in his experience of 19 years as a prosecutor, he'd never seen anything like it. That's saying something, isn't it? At any rate, let's listen to the family of the young boy who survived, the grandmother, his uncle, and they are known as Meganson. I interviewed them a number of months ago, but I thought I would play some highlights of that interview.
You know which button to push, which lever to pull. Am I right? So you're not a police, and you don't want to be one.
No.
But if you were standing over a police, looking over his shoulder, and he's there with his little computer and he's filling out his report, what would you tell them to do?
The right thing.
Okay, but what would be the right thing? How would this come about? How would they come up with the proof to make a jury?
There's not enough proof. That's what they're putting it off as. There's not enough proof to charge these people. But there is evidently, because they just brought charges on some people. So they just won't come out with all the information.
With all the information because they're
afraid
officials.
They're afraid of the ripple effect it's going to cause amongst several different people, groups of people, not just one, several. In the upper echelon of our world. Not.
Can you tell me who those people are, please?
I can't, because they won't tell you who them people are. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
it's gotta be somebody.
It's your state representatives, it's your people that call the shots in Congress type shit. It goes real deep. I was told there's 4 different groups.
All the way from
the
California.
Bandidos, Aryan Brotherhood, Aryan Circle, and the Mexicans. Which ones I don't know of the Mexicans, because there's a lot. I'm not worried about my life. I can die tomorrow and know I'm dying. I'm going to a good place.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I don't have no. That's why I walk with no fear in this world, because I know I'm good with my God. I'm going to go to peace.
I'm going to go to heaven. That's it.
And if I die, finding out what I need to know.
What if you don't die? How about that? What if you don't die? What are your plans for the future?
To hopefully watch my mom, my older brother.
So let me ask you this: do you know more that you could, in the right setting, in the right place, that you could tell the right people, and that if they were of a mind to do something about this, they could do it? Yes or no?
Yeah. I know, like I said, I know a lot about a lot of things, about a lot of people, and all I got to do, like my memory, is triggered by names, people that's associated with people, because I sit, look where we're at right now, we're in a bar, I hear a lot of stuff.
That's why one of the reasons why I said yes, I would take this bar, because I knew it was in the middle.
All I gotta do
all
is
of
sit
it.
right back there behind that bar.
And you hear so much that people don't even realize who they're talking to. They don't even know who we are really, because we've been that
Because
quiet.
I'm hidden, like I'm a hidden. No, not a lot of people know I'm Tommy's brother. 2 days after that fire, I was covering it up, and DJ Walker and his little goon squad rolled up on me to grab something from that trailer, and I stopped them from grabbing something. I don't know what it was.
We didn't figure out what it was.
It was something that they were very interested in.
They
He
wanted
went right
to
to
get out
the
of
corner
there.
of that trailer and grabbed whatever it was, and the cops made me put my shit back, my family shit back, and do shit to
And
that.
they let him get his shit out, but they wouldn't let us get our personal.
So,
Which cops?
Waco Police
Waco
Department.
Which ones?
I did not get their name because I was
mad.
that was my own fault. But there is there's a police report because I got CT'd from that place that day.
What's CT mean?
Means criminal trespass from the property, and I was asked by Bill Donaldson
The
himself
owner.
and the police department to go cover that trailer up so it was not a hazard to the community.
So Bill Donaldson, the former
Owner of the property.
owner, is also a former constable.
Yes, sir.
Now
And
see,
very, very goes plays golf in Parnell all the time.
it all rolls around our
gas away
public officials
and
here.
all those people that were in office at the time.
And somebody said that
Not a lot of people know about Gasaway being involved
yeah,
in the decisions of what happened, the way that case was
we're
processed.
talking about a judge, right?
Yes, Judge Gasaway.
Judge Gasway. So
Well, county court of law judge.
He was, I believe he was the 19th district.
19th district.
At the time. I believe. With Rob Struthers. Him and Ralph were in office.
Struthers, yeah.
Now it was.
Well, there's only one judge. The 19th,
What
that's
I'm
Judge
saying is he
Struthers.
was like, they were all, judges at the time together.
Gossaway was a county court of law judge.
Very well said. But he was very good friends with Parnell and all
Parnell,
that.
everybody.
Bill, you told me earlier, you never really heard Bill Donaldson's name, and he was just like you said, he owned the property. Why wasn't his name brought up from the get-go? And why wasn't it brought up that he was very concerned how fast that place got turned down and disposed of? Wanted it done
immediately.
boom, like that. He gave me a week to do it. And I told him I can't do that because they're not done investigating the case. And he tried to say that he was going to press charges on me for not doing this. I don't remember.
For not cleaning up the hazardous
material.
material.
He was trying to threaten me with a bunch of different stuff. I wish I still had the phone that he sent the text messages to, but I do not. But anyways, he contacted me, like I said, 2 days after the fire to go cover it up. And it's not. Where is it his place to do that? It's not.
It wasn't our place to do that. He owned
The
the
police
property.
department should have
Why would we-
contacted me and asked me after they were done with their investigation to come and do that. Not the
They
landowner.
Well, did Ashley and her husband Ashley own the trailer itself?
Tommy owned the
Tommy
trailer.
owned the trailer.
The trailer was given to my brother by James Doherty. He was the neighbor. He was married to Melissa, or dating Melissa, the one that lived right.
Well, I think that as the property owner, he could have had it done. He could have hired a contractor to have it done,
Yeah,
and
That's what he
then
wound up doing.
bill your
He was
brother.
just- he was just
Sue your
trying-
brother for the amount of
That's what
money
he was
and get a
trying to-
judgment.
Yeah, cool. And like I told him, they're not even done investigating. Why are you calling me? Because it was still, Kevin told me he's still investigating. You can't touch that
Can't
place.
touch that, yeah.
That's exactly what Kevin told me.
Kevin Fisk.
He said, you cannot touch that place, Christopher. I'm not done yet.
So there was this huge conflict
But the
between.
police departments told me that to do it.
To get it out
See what
of
I'm
there.
saying?
Yeah.
That's where I had a conflict with them too.
But Donaldson wasn't with the police
No,
department.
he
He was
was
elected
really.
constable.
Yeah.
So there were multiple
Different
officials
yes, involved in it.
who were involved, and they were in a kind of a conspiracy against Fisk
Yeah.
to rush things along. And it started with Rosiski the night of the investigation began. and then it continued down.
The issue to get the place pulled off the property.
Let me ask you this: what type of pressures do you still get today?
I don't get any really, because I mean I've made it very known about what I know to the people that I want to know. I know, you know what I mean. I want them to come play with me when I'm ready. I'm ready all the time. And
ready
so
for what?
Ready for if they try to come mess with my mama or my family every year.
Okay, so that's something that the fallout that you're living with is
we
a threat of violence.
All the time.
All the time. All in the bar like we do. Anybody can walk through the doors at any time, and I can't control who it is, what it is, but I can damn sure control whether they hurt my family or me. So, I'll let them come in these doors and do what they want if they want to, as long as they're free. You know, if they're here to cause damage to me and hurt me, then I want to know as soon as they walk through the door.
So you feel that it's safer to be proactive with the information that you have and turn it over to the public and let everybody in the community know.
So that way, everybody knows what actually is going on here.
Because a lot of people talk about a lot of stuff that are unfactual information. That why all of this stuff has got so twisted and tangled and because people are running their jit mouths when they want to talk about stuff that is not the truth.
When it's going to protect them.
When they think it's to benefit them. And it's not the truth. It's bold-faced fucking lies. A lot of
So you're an eyewitness that door was nailed shut.
I pulled the nails out the motherfucker.
I had heard
my language.
I had heard that it was sheetrock screws.
No, it was nails.
I'm slap out of questions. I mean, I think I've asked them all now. Is there anything y'all would like to add?
Just help us find the truth.
Excuse me?
Just help us find the truth.
Well, I really don't have the information, but I'm a conduit to the greater world. And if somebody steps forward, believe me, you'll be the first one to know because I'll publish it.
And I just want people to, like I walk every day, walk with that fear. Don't fear nobody. Don't fear what them people can do to you. Because next time they're going to do it to somebody else's family, it's going to hurt somebody else just like it hurt us. There's no reason why people should walk around and have fear of some people that really at the end of the day don't mean nothing.
What do you think their motive is? Is it power
They want some power and money. It's about power and money to these people. It's about who's got the biggest stack, who's got the most cars, or got the best gun.
Okay, so the ultimately what you're looking at is just fundamental evil.
Yes, pretty much. They involve themselves in a game that they are not going to fucking win.
Yeah.
They're all either going to be where they're at in the penitentiary, dead, or still running these streets, being just menace to society. And our judicial system is going to overlook the ones that get to talk about the stuff that they want to know about.
But nevertheless, can we not agree that the people you speak of have been isolated from the rest of society?
To an extent, because why should I be able to talk to Myron Shank on a Fed phone?
Because somebody's listening.
I know that part, but why are you going to let me talk to him and you're not going to let me know where nobody else is at, which I do know where one or two of us at. So, and that's my knowledge, and I'm not going to speak of that. That's for me to know, and they're where they need to be. I know they're in PC camps, and that's it. That's all. I
have a lot of readers who don't understand these terms. Can you explain PC?
It is protective custody for people that know stuff that they shouldn't know or talked about that they shouldn't have talked about, and they're afraid they're going to.
In other words, stuff that the man doesn't want known.
Yes, or the judicial system lock them up there because they don't want people to know what they know about them. So, I mean,
well, you know what Judge Strutter said when this when the prosecution decided that they were going to decline to prosecute in the interest of justice because they couldn't give the defense attorneys the names of the confidential informant. Judge Struther read all the material and looked at it, and he said, I was a prosecutor for 19 years. I have never seen anything like this in my life. And that's saying something.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes. Because, like you just said, that dude's been through a lot, seen a lot. And for him to say that, it's mind-boggling.
Very much so. And again, you have murderers walking free, breathing fresh air.
Well, let me ask you this.
They let out Delvin out 4 times before they finally.
And they haven't even got him on the charge of arson,
arson
of what he did. And he has been, it's been said that he walks around bragging about what he did.
I said, I didn't do that bitch ass shit, man. I won't cuss my pants, test my skills. Come on, nigga. I've heard his rap. I've heard him rave. The deal is this. It occurs to me that by dropping those charges, there might be people involved who cannot be prosecuted for capital murder as a result of having been charged with this. And if there's a connection, and we don't know that, you see, that's where the secrecy of the thing really begins to test your nerves.
You only can bring charges on certain people for certain things, and there's other people you can't bring charges on.
And now what kind of
that's like, yeah, it's stupid, but that's the way it is.
You know, murder is murder, and you murder somebody, you go to jail for the rest of your life.
Or what status they have.
If you don't get the electric chair.
Whether they should, get charged for stuff.
Well, they got a place called Peckerwood Hill, and you don't come back from there.